Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back. In today's video update here for Ethereum, we are trading at $1,346. 24-hour volume, we're up 51.38%, and market cap, we're down 7.45%. So heading over to our weekly chart, we're going to cover daily and 1 hour for short term as well. But what we can see here, we ended in the week by crossing over our 20 moving average, which is this orange line, but essentially closing well below it. So this was another retest of this area of resistance. And as we can see on a weekly chart, as I zoom out, our Bollinger Bands at the top here and at the very bottom here essentially is closing in, and it's not looking good for Ethereum that we did close below our 20 MA, because essentially this pinch is going to show us and basically hint that there is going to be a breakout, either an uptrend or a downtrend. And if price is found below the 20 MA, we are going to be breaking down in a downtrend. So here is the area of support that we ultimately need to hold. Not only that we have this candlestick and this candlestick at the very bottom to where the point of the price is at right now, but we have this area of support of 1296. And as I move to the left hand side here, we can see a few more candlesticks or weeks retracing down to this level. So if we're not going to catch ourselves again at the crucial area where the price has already hit its low at 1332, this is going to be our next line of course. And if I zoom out here, the next area of cluster that we're going to see for our volume profile that created more interest at the dollar amount in the volume is essentially here at 1233. So again, knocking down another $100 from this area of support. As we can see, the RSI, as I drop this area or this indicator down, it has initiated a sell opportunity from the previous week, from last week, into this week. And if we take a look already, we saw that crossover only at 40%. Typically, we see this crossover at 70 to 80% as considered it is going to be overbought. But already seeing the weakness here shows a lot of alerts that are coming our way here. So again, we are going to fall just so slightly and hopefully hold our area of support at 1296. Now, as we see, the MACD indicator at the very bottom here does show lightness in the color, meaning the trend itself, or this bull trend, may be over. And if we catch ourselves near an area of interest or an area of support and it flips over from the green to the red, then we are going to be falling short probably drastically and see Ethereum as low as 1,000. So going into our daily chart here, you guys, we do see again another area of support, more refined in our days opposed to our week. We see yesterday's day end here with extreme selling pressure at 310,000 trades coming down all the way to this area of support. What that looks like in our RSIs, and it sparked a buying opportunity because it showed us that we are extremely oversold at an area of interest here. Now, as we fall to 78% of our fib, which is our golden number, again, we are in hopes to get a reversal at this time. And what is needed for a reversal, you guys, is hitting at least 50% to 75% of this previous red candle here. If we're able to achieve that, then price is going to retrace and come back up and retest the next area of fib at 1428 here. If not, and the current of our MACD indicator is growing ever so slightly, in the bars itself, we can see this huge current, which essentially dropped down from 61% of our fib, which we held here on August 28th and 29th, and essentially the current of this indicator pushed it to eventually break that current here. So again, if we are going to come up and we want a reversal, we need to at least get 50% to 75% of this price here. So essentially come back at 1428, and then we would be able to confirm our reversal from that end. Now, lastly, we are going to be taking a look at our 1 hour time frame. We have seen, I'm going to zoom in here for you guys for it's a little bit easier to see. We have seen again today an accelerating volatility as the Bollinger Bands are expanding. That means higher volatility. There is more risk. There's a lot of players, and the move of Ethereum is going to move very quickly here. Not only that, but take a look at the spaces in between the 20 moving average ever since the crossover on September 18th earlier on today. As the price is consistently coming down to support, resistance support, we're going in this downtrend corridor essentially, and may drop even further down. But we are going to experience in the next couple of hours, because our RSI itself is not considered to be overbought. We don't see a hint here that it is going to cross over, as it's not pinching in. We may actually come back up and retest the 1357 or 78% of this fib here. As we can see, the price has already been drawn to this area. And what we may actually experience is, as soon as we come up to this area, we are going to be considered oversold, and price is going to continue to drop in essentially a downtrend corridor. So again, we can see hitting resistance support until again we see a flat line. We are going to come back and break out in an uptrend scenario. So as again, we can see where price is going to lead to ultimately is going to try to come up to this area of support or supply and demand here at the 1377. So long, again, so long we can come back and retest this area of our 78% fib. Because if we're not going to do that and break through it, then essentially we're not going to see this area of supply and demand, and we're going to come back down here to this node. You guys can see to this node here at 1334. We can already see there was a lot of price action around that area. And lastly, here is our MACD indicator. It does show, again, weakness in the color. However, the bars are still quite big. So the momentum of this bear market is still going to continue. If we do see it again still in the red here, we might actually see price consolidate sideways until we can retest this area of resistance, or if we're going to come closer to this area of resistance there. So that is my look here for Ethereum. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, but I'll see you next time.